Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers!
Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
Tonight we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 14, My Big Fat Greek Mother's Day. I love the title.
I like that. I like it.
Before we get started with Salt Lake, I just want to congratulate the daughter of Real Housewives of New Jersey, Kathy Wakili. Her daughter Victoria had a baby. Everyone will remember, but you might not, Laura, because you didn't get to season 3, 4, and 5 of Real Housewives of New Jersey. She's the cousin that Teresa Giudice, RHOSLC, whatever the fuck she's calling herself these days. She called her cousin Kathy Cancer. So...
Okay.
Lovely, right? We should all have a cousin like Teresa, shouldn't we?
Yes, yeah, most definitely. Yeah. All right. So Cancer has had Cancer has
a new grandchild. So we wish them well. And in the pictures that were posted on Instagram is Dr. David, who is Dolores's ex-boyfriend. So he is a high-risk obstetrician. Okay. So I would imagine he either delivered her baby or he works at the hospital where she delivered, and that's why he's in the picture. But he's wearing a T-shirt that says Real Housewife of New Jersey's bitch, which is pretty funny because he's Dolores's ex-boyfriend. He was in the show. Like he was in the show a couple of seasons.
That's funny.
Really funny. But congratulations to Victoria and her very handsome husband. I forget his name, but he's very handsome. So God bless. Hope everyone's doing well.
Very good.
Yeah, so the episode opens and it's Mother's Day. I think that would be a great Mother's Day trip.
We'll get into that. When we talk about what Heather says about that. But we'll get into that.
Yeah. I liked how they had the friendship commandments posted up, and Angie and Heather can't figure out if the checks are a good thing or a bad thing, and they basically need Bronwyn to come explain it to them.
Yes.
I like the idea of friendship commandments.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. It's just odd, it's odd talking about these girls and friendship because, the two things just don't go together.
Because they're not really friends.
No, but later on in the episode, Lisa's like, I'm a good friend and I'm going to keep standing up for Meredith. Okay, so you were a really great friend when you were saying that shit that you said about her.
Your hot mic moment. But yeah. That's why Lisa now has blind loyalty to Meredith because of that.
Either she's still trying to make up for that, or there's something Meredith knows, I'm thinking legal-wise, that Lisa doesn't want known. And yeah, because there's just times when I'm I don't know.
It's probably a combination of both. I'm sure Meredith knows where the bodies are buried. Yeah. And I also think that Lisa really regretted that hot mic moment.
Probably.
Really regretted it.
Well, who wouldn't if that's your job and that's how you're acting?
Yeah. Exactly. And Bronwyn said that the person with the least amount of red marks is going to get a prize.
It's so funny.
I really am enjoying Bronwyn. I don't know if we brought this up, but she apparently has filed for divorce.
Yeah, they're separated.
Yeah, or they're separated. Yeah, maybe she didn't file yet, but they're separated. I don't know if we've talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, but I don't know whether I'm to say I'm surprised about that or not. It felt like a setup, though, from the beginning. It felt like, I don't know, she was trying to get her own income going or something, because they don't have a prenup.
They don't?
They don't. I remember that from the beginning.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that they don't have a prenup. I remember that from the first or second episode.
But she had some good career when they met,
She had a great career. Yeah.
Yeah, so she had to come in with some money.
Maybe, who knows? But maybe, that's always what it felt like to me. You're coming on the show, your husband's not digging it. So was thinking, maybe you're trying to set yourself up something before you know.
It does sound like there has been infidelity, though, on his part,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
that, I mean, to me, that alone is a reason to be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Especially if you're now on a show and you're getting some attention and it's like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
fucking need you.
Right.
I mean, I guess other than financially.
Right. And I would imagine for her, she seems to be the type that because of the situation with her parents, that she was always, I mean, even now, still always striving for not attention, but validation from somebody else.
Validation. Yeah.
And I feel like maybe now that she's on the show and maybe making her own dough again and just has like this platform where she can burn him publicly,
Right.
that she's probably now getting a little more confidence in herself to be like, you know what? I don't need you and your cheating bullshit. But maybe she put
Exactly.
up with it because she needed him, and not only did she need him financially to take care of her Gwen, but she needed him to validate her. And she needed to be a success at something because she saw herself as not a success, even though she was a success and had a great career and raised a wonderful child. I don't think she ever saw herself as that.
No, I mean, it's obvious she needs validation from him and her mother, quite honestly. It's very obvious, yeah. So everyone shows up at breakfast. Heather says, best Mother's Day ever. I'm
Yes,
alone on a girls' trip with no responsibilities.
I agree with that, and I agree with that because, and I've always said this, always, forever and ever. The best Mother's Day gift would just be me in a hotel room. I could just be by myself. I'd be very happy. Because when you're a mom 365 days a year.
Yes,
So to get one day off to not be a mom is really the epitome of Mother's Day. Other than
absolutely.
other than wanting to be with my friends on like a girls' trip, I would want to be with my mother. But that's not possible any longer. So that's just null and void. I've had people say to me, "Oh, like that's weird. Like you wouldn't want to be with your kid?" No. No.
No. Because
64 of the other
if they're
days?
around, then I have responsibilities
Right.
because I do everything for them.
Right. The other 364 days, I'm all yours.
Fine.
On day 365,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
I totally, totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And you know how I am. I like to be home. I do like to vacation, but I also like to be home. And, I like to be with my family. I like to be with my husband and my kids. But I agree with you. I think a lovely Mother's Day would be to be
Yes.
with girlfriends
Yes,
and
having fun and
responsibility free.
yes, absolutely. Caring for no one else except for yourself.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. I think it's healthy.
Yeah. Totally agree. Brittany is finding it hard to watch the other ladies because, I guess they're talking about their kids or, whatever. And she has such a difficult relationship with her kids at this point. And it was funny when they were talking about Meredith and how she came down and tried to make a cup of coffee. And
She
Whitney
was
was
all
like,
pissy.
oh my God. Whitney's like, it's not working. Something's jammed, but I'm working on getting it out. I think it was Whitney. Maybe it was Angie. Maybe it was
Yeah,
Angie.
Angie.
But Meredith said nothing. The lips were zipped and she walked right away.
So I'm thinking Meredith is definitely one of those people who just does not function without coffee.
Yeah, no, clearly.
Does not
Yeah.
function
And
without
listen,
coffee.
I get that first cup of coffee in the morning is my favorite time. And I'll tell you why. Because right now I put cinnamon and honey in my coffee and oat
Mhm.
milk, and it's
Mhm.
delicious.
Mhm.
And it's an anti-inflammatory and it makes my knees feel better.
Yeah.
And I sit on the couch in the living room and I do my daily devotional and I say my prayers. It's literally like my favorite time of day.
There you go.
Nobody's around. They're either
Right.
sleeping or have left already.
Yes.
It's my favorite time of day, that
Nice.
first cup of coffee.
That first cup of coffee. Nice.
I can function without it, but I prefer not to. Yeah. Mary goes to find Meredith.
Mhm.
And then we find out from Angie that Angie, Lisa, Bronwyn, and Mary are going to ride donkeys, and Heather, Whitney, Brittany, and Meredith are going to a Greek cooking class.
Nice.
It's very interesting that she put Meredith with Heather, Whitney, and Brittany. Like literally all the people she's not getting along with right now. You know, Meredith tells Mary that she's very overtired. She's tired of being treated like a piece of dirt on the ground. And then she calls Heather and Whitney mean girls. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Do you think that? I don't think they're acting like mean girls.
No, I just think that Meredith wants it to go away because Meredith wants it to go away.
Right.
But, you know, at some point, is Heather harping on it incessantly? Yes.
Yes.
Is
She
it a
sure
show?
is.
Is it a show where that's your job? Yes. But on the other hand, just because you want your bad behavior to go away, Meredith, doesn't mean that it's just poof, it goes away. I mean, you gaslit her. You gaslit Heather. And like I said before, I think that for Heather, it's a huge trigger from her past and her husband and maybe her
Yeah.
family and people within Mormonism. And
Mhm.
she's not fucking having it. And should she let it go and just move on? Yeah, I'm sure she should. But sometimes there's some shit that just gets you, that just jacks you up and gets you the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I totally agree.
But now trying to act like this is the problem that I have. You obviously went above and beyond in your venting to Lisa, obviously. But now you want to turn it around and make yourself the victim because you're being called out on it.
Right.
But where are you
No,
going with that?
that's Meredith's MO, and it has been since the beginning.
Mhm.
Like she'll never take any accountability, and then all of a sudden she's the victim, and everybody else are mean girls, and they're being mean to her, and they're lying about her, and they're like that's been Meredith's MO since the beginning of Salt Lake City.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think listen, if there's a listener out there who disagrees with that, please let me know, because I don't think anybody who watches this show could see any other side to Meredith.
No, there's people that I watch on YouTube that see a totally different
Meredith. Isn't it interesting?
Isn't it wild? Yeah. That they think that Heather and Whitney are totally bullying her and, targeting her
They're
and
bullying
Lisa.
her. But I do think that when Heather and Whitney get together, they do too much. I do agree with that. But in this case, I mean, Meredith was obviously wrong. Like 6 people are saying the same thing. However, I will say this again. I don't know why not a damn one of them stood up on that plane and said, Meredith,
knock it off.
Enough.
Right. Or,
Enough.
like I said, Brittany changed seats with me.
Right. Exactly.
So who knows?
Exactly.
But you know what? It's all a show for bullshit anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. So Meredith says she's not feeling very positive about her group. And then I guess they're on the Sprinter van going to their destinations.
Mm-hmm.
Meredith says since the plane, she's not supposed to talk, and says it's because she is educated. So Heather says she's also educated.
She said, I'm not supposed to speak, and then when I do speak, I'm too educated and I speak too eloquently. And I was like, oh my God, shut the fuck.
It's outrageous.
My gosh. It's just.
And then her son Brooks calls her, but she was kind of in the middle of something with Heather, right? When he called. And she picks up the phone, which, listen, if it's really what it was, and, you're in Greece and he's getting on a plane and you don't know when you're going to, don't just pick up the phone, say, Heather, this is important to me, but I really don't want to miss this call from Brooks.
Yeah.
Had she said that, I think
it would have been fine. It would have been fine.
Yeah. But she's so passive aggressive. Then she says to Brooks, I'm getting yelled at to hang up the phone on Mother's Day.
She was being very, very, very melodramatic. I was just like, oh, girl, you're getting on my last nerve now. You're just being way, way, way too dramatic. Like over the top dramatic. I was like,
yes.
Oh my God, you need to stop right now. And and later on in the episode, she's acting like she didn't get to talk to him. You fucking talk to him. What? Oh, so what was the difference between you hanging up then and you hanging up 5 minutes later into that phone call? So, okay, so are you trying to tell me that you would have extended your phone conversation for like the next 10, 15 minutes that you would have sat there and talked to your kid in a van full of other people? Get the fuck out of here. You weren't doing that. You were, maybe you would have stayed on the phone with that kid for like 5 more minutes.
Right. Right.
Stop. Stop.
It's crazy.
I want to be with my family. Well, what'd you
Yeah.
come for then?
And everybody else is like, we're happy without our family.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, it's wide.
So then Heather gives another whole speech and explains and, goes into it again. And Meredith does wind up saying, I'm sorry. Right?
Yeah, but I feel like she just said it so Heather would shut the fuck up.
She did say it so Heather would shut the fuck up. And quite honestly, at this point, I fucking appreciate that because I want Heather to shut the fuck up at this point.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, it's enough with the dissertations, Heather.
Because she's never going to get what she's looking for from Meredith.
Honestly,
she's
it's
never
really
going to get
not about Heather. Like Lisa says, let's talk about the real issue. Meredith is hurt by Whitney. And then Whitney and Heather tell Lisa to stop talking for Meredith, but Meredith isn't talking. And Lisa's actually saying why Meredith is upset with Whitney. So instead of receiving it, Whitney's like, I need to hear it. I need to hear it from Meredith. But Meredith isn't saying anything. So just take what Lisa's saying.
Because Lisa kind of was
go from there.
Lisa was on point about it.
For sure. And she's at the point where she's like, oh my God, let's just fucking get over it already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But, it was true what Heather did say in the Sprinter Band. So Heather said, I'm in trouble for you being not okay, which is true.
Meredith.
Yeah.
Right.
Heather was saying, like, you were the one who acted fucked up. I told you I saw you acting fucked up. But then you told me, no, I'm fucked up because that didn't happen. So, like.
Well, it's like what Whitney said last episode. Like, we're all fighting because of Meredith's bad behavior.
Absolutely.
And it's really just because she won't fucking admit what happened.
Yep.
She just won't admit what happened. Yet everyone else is on the same page. And we've said it before. When Mary says it, it's like,
right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mary's not going to lie about this. You could say what you want about her.
Right.
But she's not going to lie about this.
Right. I loved when they got dropped off for the cooking class and Angie was like, have fun with your baklava.
And Meredith just walks away. Like, where are you going? She just starts walking. You don't know where you are.
And what you wear them fucking heels for with those cobblestones? What are you doing?
Funny because, I dated somebody for a long time. We were engaged to be married. And when we broke up, like, I had just turned 21. Like, that's when I started going to the clubs. And I had the best fucking time for 4 years before I started dating Eric. One outfit that I used to wear to the club that really stands out that I remember was I had this denim mini skirt and like a white tank, and I would wear it with heels. Like,
heels, yeah.
As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh my God, that looks like me circa 1990, 96, 95, 96. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to Jenks, going to Seaside. That was my outfit. That was my go-to.
That was your go-to. I love it. It's so funny.
It brought me right back.
That's so cute.
I thought Giovanni was very cute, especially when he said he's half Italian and half Greek. He's kind of like a Greek salad.
Mm-hmm.
That was adorbs. You watched it on Peacock, right? So I had to watch it last night because I had to work today. So I watched it on demand. So you may have, like, if there's something, you might have seen something I didn't see because I find that a lot. When you're watching on Peacock, you get more.
You do see more. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I just didn't have the time.
Lisa said in her confessional, it's hard not to look cute standing next to an ass.
That was funny.
But then Meredith finally shows up at the cooking class and oh my God, she's being way over the top dramatic.
Talking about the phone call still. Crying.
With the hair.
Yeah.
And the voice. And it's just like, oh, okay.
And Giovanni's like, can I help you? I think Giovanni was a little bit of a player. And he was
way a player. Way a player.
Can I help you?
Way a player. Oh, yes.
And, Meredith starts to cry. So Brittany says, well, I didn't talk to my kids for 3 years. Because Meredith is like,
What is wrong with her? There is really,
I thought it was really
there's a
funny, though.
missing chromosome something there, because
For sure.
who says that? Like, who? What were you?
She wasn't giving Meredith any grace for that phone call with Brooks.
But what were you even thinking saying that about yourself?
It's
Just
so
remind
funny.
us that you're an asshole.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Yeah, because it's not like it was their fault. It was your fault. You didn't talk to them for 3 years, for crying out loud.
I was just like, what? Fucking stupid shit.
I mean, he's not going to be on a plane forever, for crying out loud, Meredith. You're going to be able to talk to Brooks again. I'm very sure.
Yeah, and it's not like he's 5 and you're away. Stop.
Right. He's a grown-ass adult. He probably wasn't even on the friggin' phone.
Yeah, right.
The other ladies tell Lisa she might have to back off and let Meredith speak for herself. And Lisa says she's a real loyal friend and she will never stop defending Meredith.
Why? Why, Lisa?
I think we both hit the nail on the head in the beginning of the episode.
And I'm wondering if Meredith probably really wanted to go back to the villa. And I'm wondering if production said, you know what, girl, put your ass in a fucking cab and get back there and get your paycheck, because this is what we're doing.
Probably, because again, Meredith's MO from the beginning of Salt Lake City is to leave, to shut down and leave.
She
doesn't
leave.
Finish scenes. Exactly.
To herself.
She doesn't finish scenes she can't handle. She walks away because she can't handle it. Like Tamara on OC does that. And Teresa on New Jersey. They can't handle it. They're not smart enough to handle the situation.
Right.
So they have to leave.
So I'm wondering if production was like, you know what? I think you better back it up and go to work and stop your shit.
Yep. Right. Earn your paycheck.
Earn your paycheck.
We've already protected you from the plane ride.
Right.
Because we could blow your shit up right now.
Right. But
now get back there.
Now you need to get to work.
Right. Mary does say she thinks something's off with Meredith.
Mm-hmm.
So they make moussaka, which I love.
Yum.
Yeah. You had me at eggplant.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Meredith said, the other ladies show up. And again, Meredith says she was upset because she couldn't speak to her son. And Lisa says,
but you.
And she did. Right. And Lisa says, I don't think that's what it's about. She thinks it's about what's going on with her friendships in the group, obviously. And again, Lisa says we need to go back to ground zero because Whitney feels one way and Meredith feels another. And listen, I'm glad Whitney did this. She acknowledges that what she said about alcohol and pill popping wasn't appropriate, and she apologized. She did owe her an apology for that.
Most definitely.
I mean, chances are it's
the truth.
Not right. It's not far from the truth.
Right.
But just to make those statements about someone on national television.
Right. I think she just got pissed and got in the moment and just let it fly. Right. But she does tend to make those statements. Mary's church is a cult. She just.
Yeah, but does she not sound like a little girl when she talks?
She does sound like she
sounds like a little girl.
She does have a very infantile way about her. She does have a very.
Her voice is it's like a little girl's talking.
Well, that's why Mary calls her little girl.
Yeah. I'm with you, Mary Cosby.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were talking about.
You know what? I don't want to know what they're like. I don't need to know about anybody's sex life. I don't need to know about anybody's bathroom bullshit. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if you pissed or shit. I don't want to know.
I totally agree with you.
I'm
all set.
It was useless drivel. It was a waste of it's all a waste of my time. But that was really a waste of my time. It's just
I totally agree with you.
What am I watching here?
Right. Then they go back to the villa, which, by the way, is beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
And they're going to have a pool party.
Sorry.
And I loved when, I'm normally the one yawning.
Mm-hmm.
I loved when Meredith came outside and Heather was like, Meredith, I think you mixed up the invitations. This is the pool party, not a business meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Heather does have some good one-liners.
Yeah, she does come out with some stuff. How about Lisa when they were doing the tequila and Lisa's like, oh, I only drink my own. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. But I don't even think it's a real tequila. I'm going to Google it right now. What's it called? Vita tequila?
How about when Angie changes into Meredith's cover-up?
That was
That's
so
so funny.
good. Vita tequila. It's a thing. It's a thing.
But, listen. For somebody who was so upset, Meredith ended up being pretty fucking happy.
Well, she did. She pivoted. She really did pivot.
And how about when she was
$60?
How about when she was asleep on the Sprinter van?
Well, this is what I'm saying. She's always sleeping. Her eyes
And
are
there was
always
the
closed,
little
and she's always
the
learned
little
her words.
slur, I'm sorry.
Yes, exactly. So, if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck.
It's a duck.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the thing. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, don't be offended and don't be surprised when people assume that you are a duck.
Right.
This covers many subjects, but that's the truth.
Right. Right. You know what I was thinking? I would have kicked their asses in that swimming race.
Kelly, you're so funny. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I was like, God, Kelly's going to be like, oh, I would have beat them up. So funny.
And Bronwyn says, this is the Meredith we were waiting for. I agree. She was pleasant. She was having a good time. She was engaged. She was not disengaging. I did think it was funny. So Meredith then gets flowers from her kids, which was very nice. And Lisa says, I never want flowers. Now,
I only want stuff. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. So I agree with the I never want flowers. And my husband knows this. I don't want, once in a while, he still brings me flowers. But there was a florist in Brick. Everybody knows him. May he rest in peace. Alan, florist. And that's where my husband used to go get me flowers. Alan put so much glitter on the flowers that there was more glitter than flowers. So when Eric would bring me flowers, my whole house would be filled with glitter. It looked like a strip club. And I hate glitter. I hate all that shit. So I, at one point, was like, enough with the flowers.
No
That's
more
enough.
flowers, right.
So I do agree with Lisa. However, I would not announce that after my friend was just delivered flowers from her children.
I would not announce that, even if that's what I really thought. I would keep that. That's like Brittany announcing that she didn't talk to her kids for 3 years.
Right.
Like, why would you say something so vapid and shallow? Like, why would you? If that's how you really feel, fine. But don't be dumb enough to say it.
Listen, you're talking about being such a loyal friend to Meredith. She's having a moment where she got flowers from her kids. She's so happy.
Right. And
you got to go and say that.
And then you're going to demean it because it should have been a Prada bag?
Exactly.
Oh, I can't. I can't with her. And then we go on to talk about, they were talking about Electra, and then they were talking about when they were in high school and how Heather got one of the really hot guys and how they used to sneak in mini skirts to change into. And then they started talking about first kisses. And Bronwyn says that she kissed several girls. So, interesting.
That was interesting.
But kind of, ties into her handing out rainbow flags kind of a deal.
For sure.
Yeah, so.
And wanting to open up the conversation with Todd to explore, possibly bringing someone else into the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
it does all tie in.
This was crazy with Brittany. She's kissed 367 boys, and she's been keeping track since college with a spreadsheet.
And Mary says, that's how many members are in my church.
Meanwhile, I feel like
Who
Mary's
counts the guys they've kissed?
Meanwhile, I feel like Mary's probably kissed like 5 guys max.
Right. Max. Because she's been with Robert Sr.
And she's, probably looking at Brittany like,
yeah.
I know Mary's looking at Brittany and thinking about the germs in Brittany's mouth. I know.
For sure. Yeah, that conversation took a left. And then Meredith says when her mom was out of town one time, they had a crazy party and they broke a dish and got in trouble. And everybody was like, okay. I just thought of
wow, girl, Meredith.
Risky Business with the egg.
So towards the end of this episode, Angie's real bitchy.
Agree.
Like real bitchy. And I think, so they're in this Sprinter van and they're going to a bar. Mary's like me. She'd been like, at this age, I would have been like, you know what, I'm just going to bed. So
Yeah.
she doesn't go. But the other girls go. And then I don't know how they get on the conversation of high body count hair. And Brittany lets it out that she trademarked that. And I think Angie got really pissed that I think she was pissed because she didn't think of it first.
100%.
But she was nasty. And I'm usually a big Angie fan, but she was not nice at all. Not
No,
at
I
all.
totally agree. She got super, super insulting. And honestly, I had heard high body count prior to Angie. I never heard high body count hair, but I knew what high body count was. I really knew it because of Vinny Guadagnino from Jersey Shore listening to his podcast. But I had heard high body count before, just not high body count hair. But I totally agree with you. I think Angie was just pissed because she didn't think of it first.
And really, who fucking cares?
Exactly.
Like, who cares?
So what is she going to do? She's going to sell a couple of T-shirts?
Yeah, what's she going to do with it?
You own 10 fucking salons. That's not enough for you? You can't throw this chick a bone?
Right. I mean, you've got a husband who loves you. You have a daughter. You have you have your father. Like,
Yeah.
you're successful. Like, she's a train wreck. So, like,
Yeah.
what do you... I didn't get it. I just didn't get it.
No, I couldn't agree with you more.
And telling her that her
And she
hair
did
is
get extreme. Yes.
too long for her age. And, she did cut it. You see in
The reunion?
in the after show. She did cut it. It's like, here now, Brittany.
Really?
I would have never cut it after Angie said that. I would have grown that bitch down past my ass.
And Lisa's hair is even longer than Brittany's.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's got like Cher hair, doesn't she? Like, it's pretty
But
long.
I thought it was really funny that Brittany said, like, I don't know what your obsession is with my hair. Like, I don't know if it's a problem for you because your hair can't hold a curl. Which actually, truth be known, I'd rather have Brittany's hair than Angie's hair. Because Angie's hair is pin straight. And pin straight is nice, but with pin straight, you get pin straight. And that's it. Your hair is really not going to hold the curl. Like, you can't go curly and straight. You can't do loose wave. Like, you're just straight.
Well, but here's the thing. Angie's hair looks extremely healthy, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Brittany's looks overprocessed. Angie is a hairdresser whose husband is also a hairdresser.
Right, your hair better look good.
Using top of the line products, Kerastase, we know this, which by the way, I got some of that for Tess for Christmas. Not cheap, but anyway. And she knows how to do it.
Right.
I'm sure she's only washing her hair once or twice a week. I'm sure she's doing conditioning treatments. Brittany isn't doing that. It's not her career. She's not in the industry.
Right.
Your hair better fucking look good, Angie.
Right.
You're selling a service. You're selling your service, your company, your business.
And not only
Brittany's in a cabaret show.
Not only that, you have somebody that you are working with in the public eye. You should be hooking the sister up. Her hair should be looking on point, and you should be saying,
I did that.
Lovely Brittany's hair look since I've been working on it. That's what you should be doing.
Absolutely.
Not acting like you're 10.
Right. She was very, very insulting. And I agree with you. I do like Angie, but I was not.
I didn't like that
not
at all.
on board
I
with
was
this
like,
Angie.
No.
Nope.
So.
Yeah, so that's how we end it. I mean,
and it was funny how Brittany said I was smart enough to do it first.
Exactly. And she's right.
And she is right. That's exactly it. But I will say this for Brittany. She does bounce back.
Listen, she's so unbothered by these women.
She does
She's
bounce
just so
back.
damn glad to be there. And she's just unbothered. And they can do and say whatever they want. She's just not, it is what it is. And
I
God bless her
I do
for it.
appreciate that about her. She does
I was
bounce
not
back.
a Brittany fan, and I was annoyed she was coming back. And I still have my moments, but this I like. I like when she's so unbothered by them.
Yeah, because I mean, really, I don't get what the big deal was. I didn't get it.
No, and like I said, what's she gonna do? Sell a couple of T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats? Like Summer House, Lindsay Hubbard said, "Don't activate me." And then she started like a whole line. She probably trademarked the word activated, and she did hats, #activated, and t-shirt. I
Right,
mean,
where you
she
going?
didn't become a millionaire off of it.
No.
Let her have high body hair count. Hair.
Right. Whatever. I don't know. If you insult somebody and they want to make something off of the insult,
Free game. Fair
yeah,
game.
yeah, whatever.
Free game.
Yeah, well, I know what you meant.
Maybe I should have had a glass of wine too.
Yep. I should have had a whole bottle
By the
with it.
way, I watched clips from our Beverly Hills episode. I don't know why I did have my Christmas party that night. I did have a couple of glasses of wine, but I was totally fine. My eyes are like closed in the
I
video.
never even noticed.
I'm like, why are my eyes like that? I was totally fine, but
Did you have on light eyeshadow?
yeah.
Sometimes that will do it.
I
Sometimes
only
a
wear light eyeshadow.
light eyeshadow will make it look like that. You wouldn't think that
Yeah.
it would, like you think it would be the opposite, but sometimes.
And I also had my contacts in, and I swear now since I've turned 50, I've worn contacts since my early 20s. Now that I'm in my 50s though, I've noticed, first of all, I wear my contacts. I have to wear readers. If I have my contacts in at work, I have to wear readers to see my computer screen. And I talked to the eye doctor, and he was like, just keep doing that because otherwise you have to get progressives and it's a pain in the ass. So I have to take my contacts out when I get home from work and put my glasses on because my eyes just can't tolerate my contacts for that long anymore. And because that day was my Christmas party, I had
Right,
been
you
wearing my
had them on
contacts
so
longer
long.
than I typically would.
So your eyeballs were like, get this
Get these fucking
out
things out.
of my eye.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
All right, so we'll see what
Well, now you
madness.
know the history of my eyes,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah. So we'll see what madness and mayhem happens next episode.
Next week. Yep. Please like, subscribe, share, give us 5-star reviews.
Yeah, comment. We like it.
Comment. Yeah, please engage because we like, we try to respond as much as possible. We always like the comments.
Yeah. That's the first thing I do every morning is look at our comments.
Me too.
I refrain from typing back, fuck off. And, well, at times I
Knock
think,
on wood. We haven't had too many old hags comments lately.
old hag comments have calmed down.
Yeah.
But then I try and
so
think
we
to
appreciate
myself,
that.
well, maybe someone's just having a bad day. But this is the thing. If I'm online and I see something I don't like, I just go past it. Like I would never waste my own time commenting about something that I didn't like. Like I'll stop and comment if there's something I really like or congratulate somebody
Right.
or make a little comment about, but I don't know. I just find that very odd. That's odd behavior.
I used to comment a lot more about Teresa on New Jersey because I just
Can't help yourself.
literally loathe this person, which is silly because I don't even know her, but I've seen enough.
Well,
But I've stopped.
you loathe the character that she has portrayed herself to be.
Yeah, but come on. That's got to be really her. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it really,
But
it
with
really
that
doesn't
said, I
matter.
don't anymore. I don't comment.
But it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
because that's what you're presenting yourself to be.
Right.
So whether that's really you or not.
That's who you want people to think you are.
So there you go. Like I said, you walk like a duck, you talk like a duck. Don't be pissed when people say you're a duck.
Right. Right.
You act like an asshole and then people are going to say, oh, she's an asshole. It's not,
It's very
rocket
clear.
science.
It's very clear to us.
Yes.
Right. It is not rocket science.
All right. So,
All right.
bye.
Bye.